defense, it seemed like you were able to get the inside-outside flow for part of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we wanted to try to do. We thought, I thought that they would play us a lot of zone, and we wanted to, try to make a conscious effort of going inside, of throwing in. We had a few different sets, a few different looks that we were playing around with, shouldn't say playing around, that we were working on, but we definitely wanted to go inside.
Similar to the last game in some respects, in the first half a little bit of a lull, immediately come out in the second half and take off.
I mean, these teams are here to compete. And I think sometimes people think you're going to throw the ball up and all of a sudden the score is going to be 20-0. I mean, the teams are here to compete. So we to that end, we did have a stretch and we start off the first half. I think we scored on our first 5 possessions, and then we didn't score or it felt like it was quite some time when we didn't score. And I think that just our execution was not where it needs to be. Our execution dipped, and then once we picked that back up, I thought in the second half we were good at both ends of the court.
John, how good was your defense?
It was okay. I mean, I think that I think that our defense in terms of guarding them, man and zone, was okay, if not good. I think particularly in the first half, they had 16 points, and 13 of those 16 were either on second chance points or off of our turnovers. And so I think particularly in the first half, we let them get too many offensive rebounds, and we had too many unforced turnovers.
Did you use your 1-2 too early on to kind of pick up the tempo and get things flowing aggressively?
Yeah, and I just didn't want them to come down and have the full shot clock to do what they wanted to do. And it gets us going. It gets us going.
Questions from Markel?
All right.
Sorry. Hold on. You had such a strong shooting night. Did it feel different? Is this something you've been looking for a while, or? No?
The ball just went in. I mean, I really honestly couldn't tell you. I mean, I've been getting up extra reps. Early on, the ball just wasn't going in, but tonight, obviously, it went in. But more importantly, defensively, I thought we were pretty good tonight. Obviously, we have to continue to get better. Coach will be a little bit modest, but I thought at times, during certain stretches, we were pretty bad, especially during the first half when we just couldn't get into a rhythm. Those unforced turnovers. But then once we got settled, I thought defensively, I thought we were pretty good.
Markel, along those lines, defensively, the switching and things of that nature, and not letting the big guy get going down low. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Obviously, we knew that he was a very good player. I think we knew that coming in. Even tonight, I thought he was okay at times. But I think our bigs did a very good job of containing him tonight. Making him have tough shots. Even on box outs, when he would try to go back, get the rebound, I thought we did a pretty good job on him. And I think he gets them going. If he's playing good, then they will play good. And by him having an off night, and us creating that off night, they struggle.
Markel, you take the leadership role seriously. You guys immediately in the second half, you did the quick layup, then make the three. Did you sort of make a point of having I need to get us going here on both ends of the court in the second half?
As a unit, I think we collectively understood that. Obviously, some words were exchanged in the locker room going into halftime, but even still, I think the guys kind of knew. But we have to snap out of that. We got to stop. First half, it's like dragging, and then second half, okay, now they look like the Warriors. We got to get out of that. I think right from the gate, because we have that ability, so we can start and finish games on a high note. It's not like we don't have the stamina for it. We are a good team, and I think obviously every game we have to get better and better. But once we snapped out of it, came out in the second half, I thought we were pretty good.
Would you please elaborate on those words?
He just elaborated.
Those words were said at halftime.
No, you would never know what was being said in our locker room. No.
Next question. Markel, have you ever seen Caprio get up that high on that block defense?
Absolutely. He does it all the time in practice.
Any other questions?
And then to come back down and get the three-point play opportunity at least anyway.
Yeah, athletic.
John Caprio is a very good basketball player. His coach hasn't given him the opportunity to be on the court, maybe as much as he should have been. But and I understand, because the fans, you guys are not in our locker room, in our practices rather, every day. But there's nothing that Cap did today that was a surprise to anyone.
But for fans who don't get a chance to see him a lot, though, do you see the crowd react to something like that? It's got to be a pretty good feeling once you know what you have on the bench at least.
Okay.
Coach, question about Josh. Another game gets into some foul trouble, but are these games sort of tougher for him because he's going up against guys that are in most cases going to be a lot smaller than him?
That's every game he's ever going to play in.
As I said, but even in compared to other teams in Big East that have more guys at least, does that make it tougher, do you think, on the officials or?
No, I mean he is a unique player, in just for obvious reasons, and so he understands that, and the officials understand that, and he has to be smart with some of the things he does, and sometimes people run into him and fall down, and he gets a foul call. I think that happened at least twice today, where he ran into him, and he got a foul called against him because you can't move him.
Anything else?
Coach, were you happy with the way Moses played today, especially rebounding off
Without
the
a
bench?
doubt. I mean, during that lull in the first half, Moses came in and got, it's maybe difficult to say in a game that the final score ends up what it is, but he got some key rebounds for us. He got some very big rebounds, particularly in the first half. Without a doubt, his rebounding kind of kept, I don't want to say kept us in, but we're integral in the first half.
Coach,
Already, everyone has a deadline, right?
Can you just elaborate a little bit on Hopkins' effort tonight off the bench?
Thought it was good.
Thank you, everyone.